So the story begins at 6 in the morning. The police force their way into Adler's house. Eddie gets nervous and says, "You must have misunderstood. You cannot come to anybody's house." So the officers show them the search warrant and say that we have come to the right house. Where is your son, Jamie? Now Luke himself goes ahead and goes to Jamie's room and tells Jamie, at 5:15 in the morning, we are arresting you on charges of murder. They tell Jamie that if you have any sharp object or weapon, then hand it over to us. Jamie gets up from the bed. Her trees was wet at this time. That's why Luke said, "Should I call your dad?" His dad gets Jamie's pants changed, while the police now start ransacking the entire house and collecting evidence from there. Officer Miller tells the family that we have arrested your son on charges of murder. Here Jamie kept shouting, "Dad, Dad," in the police car. Now going to the police station, he is introduced to the sergeant. The officers tell the sergeant that we have arrested him on the charge of murder, and he is only 13 years old. Now he talks to Sergeant Jamie and says, "It does not matter to me whether you have committed the murder or not. I will just ask some questions, which you have to answer correctly. Do you know anything about your rights? Do you have a lawyer, or should we provide one from the station?" Jamie calls his dad here to ask him about all these things. The sergeant tells him that, "Jamie, a detention has been approved for you under which the police can interrogate you regarding the case." James is now imprisoned for 1 year, while the officers also tell Eddie that Jamie wants you to be his spotting adult. This means that you should be with him during interrogation and while under testing. After this, a doctor comes to Jamie and asks her some questions. As she asks him, "Do you know what it means to be arrested?" Jamie says, "Yes, they think that I have committed a murder." She asks the next question, "Why do you need a lawyer?" So Jamie tells me, "So that I don't give any wrong answer under pressure." By asking such questions, she was guessing Jamie's mental condition. And after going outside, she tells the officer that the child is completely mentally stable. After he leaves, Jimmy says to his dad, "Dad, I didn't do anything. Do you believe in me?" His dad gets emotional and says, "Jamie, I trust you more than myself." After that, the officers arrange a lawyer who first meets Jamie's dad and family, and then starts taking details about Jamie's case from the officers. He asks about Jamie's protocols, as to whether he tortured Jamie or not. "Did you give food to Jamie or not?" After this, Jamie is called, his pictures are taken. Jamie meets his lawyer and then undergoes a medical test, in which his DNA is checked. His fingerprints are checked and a blood test is taken. After that, police officers come and ask Jamie for the password of his phone, but Jamie's lawyer refuses to do so. After which, the police officers ask Jimmy to remove all his clothes. Hearing this, Eddie, i.e. Jamie's dad, got angry. So Lauer explained that this is protocol. We cannot stop police officers from doing this. Everyone else now turns their faces away. While in front of Jamie's dad, the police take off Jamie's clothes and check his entire body. Are there any marks of torture or scratches on him? Eddie was completely devastated by his son's physical trials. After this, the police officers took these clothes with them and gave other clothes to Jamie to wear. After this, the lawyer tells Jamie how to handle everything during the police interrogation. He says that you have to say no comment to most of the questions. But you cannot say this in every question, otherwise you will get trapped. You can answer those questions which have easy answers, but say no comment on those questions, which are related to your guess. At this time, I and your dad will be with you to defend you. No one will put any pressure on you. The process of interrogation begins. The first question is asked to him. Where were you last night? What were you doing? The lad says no comment. The officers said that we also asked for a report from your school. Your educational progress is quite good, but your behavior has been bad for quite some time. Can you tell me why? He replies, I don't know. Now the officers ask him the names of his friends, but Jamie says no comment. Officer says you can tell us, they won't have any issue with it. But Jamie replies that after what you did to me, I will not tell you anything at all. Now the officers showed him some pictures of adult content, which were on his Instagram handle, and which had received a lot of likes and comments. The officers ask Jamie, what is all this? Do you feel attracted to such girls? Jamie replies, yes. So the officer asks another question. Do you want a friend like this? To which Jamie replies, no, All of them are much older than me. After this, Jamie is shown pictures of his friends found on his Instagram handle, and at this time, Jamie also tells their names. People ask, "What do you do for entertainment?" So Jamie says that we should go out and play games. The officer asks, "Were you playing with them last night?" So Jamie says no comment. Jamie is then told how the police suspected him of murder. Although his clothes were not found at the site last night, his expensive shoes were found there, which still had blood marks on them. Jamie burnt his clothes, but he could not burn his expensive shoes, to which he was very attached, and it was those shoes which trapped him. Well, these people come back to the point. Officer Me asks him, "Do you know a girl named Katie?" He says yes, and he asks himself a question. Was he murdered? And the officers immediately catch his point. That means you know what happened last night. Jamie made this one comment and turned it against himself. Now Eddie is asked, "Where were you last night?" So the AD tells that I was on duty the whole night, and when I returned in the morning, you guys came immediately. Now the direct question to Jamie is, "Did you kill Katie?" So Jamie says, "I did not kill him. Someone else might have killed him. You are misunderstanding me." Jamie is now told that Katie has been stabbed 7 times with a knife. Is your hand behind all this? Now Jamie is shown some pictures which were taken from CCTV footage. It was clearly visible that Jamie was chasing that girl. He asks, "Why were you following her?" But Jamil denies, saying, "It's not me." Then the CCTV footage is opened and shown in front of him, in which it was clearly visible how the girl pushed Jamie first. Jamie got angry, and then he caught hold of the girl and stomped her to death. Jimmy started crying after seeing all this, and Eddie was shocked, seeing that his son could do such heavy work. Officer Luke tells him, "Look, Jamie, everything is clear. We have solid evidence that you are the one who murdered that girl. Would you like to apologize to that girl's mom?" Jamie doesn't give any reply to his words. And this interrogation ends here. Only Eddie and Jameis were left in the room. Jimmy tells his dad, "I didn't do it, Dad." But Eddie had seen it all. Still, he hugged Jamil and said, "What have you done?" Here we see that Officer Leo now comes to the school for interrogation. Before that, he messages his son, because his son also studied in the same school. Here, first of all, he starts the investigation with Katie's friend. But Katie's friends behave very rudely with her, and do not give her proper reply to anything. In a little while, it's time for assembly here. One of Katie's friends catches hold of Jamie's friend and starts beating him and says that you are the one who killed my friend. You are very bad. The teachers come and stop their fight, and another boy comes and tells the boy who was beaten that he got beaten by a girl. And in this way, everybody starts laughing at him. Officer Luck feels very strange seeing the environment here. Now Luke starts investigating with this boy whose name is Rain, and tells him that I want to investigate the murder from you. Then Luke asks Jamie how was his mood yesterday. He says that it was normal. Now the second question is asked to him. Do you know the weapon with which Jimmy committed that murder? Hearing this question, he got a little nervous and started leaving from here. Seeing his behavior like this, officers Luke and Misha understood that there was something that Rain was hiding. After this, Officer Luke's son comes to meet him and demands to talk to him alone. His name was Adam, and Adam tells Officer Luke that I want to help you in this case. He makes Officer Luke check Jamie's Instagram, where the officers see that Katie was bullying Jamie. She was calling him an incel, abusing him, and kind of challenging him to never have any relationship with her. He will not get married. Everyone who liked Katie's comment was supporting Katie. That means all these people together were bullying Jamie. I can show you a lot of comments like that, Adam tells Officer Luke. You should also take notice of this thing. Officer Luke asks, do people here bully you like this too? But Adam says no, nothing like that happens to me. The officers come to Officer Misha and say that all the assumptions we made about Instagram were wrong. Here it is not Jamie who is wrong, but Katie who is wrong. She used to bully him along with her friends. The principal also hears this and regrets it a lot. Till now, these people were not able to fulfill their purpose of coming to school. These people were not able to know till now where Jamie got his weapon from, and why did he murder Katie. Officer Luke thought he must know Ryan. That's why he immediately comes to Ryan's class to catch him, and Ryan tries to escape from the class before them and runs through the back door. But he is caught by Officer Luke. He first asks Rain why Katie was insulting Jamie. Rain says you can also ask this question to his other friends. Why are you after me? The officer said that they are not all close friends like you. Look, understand the matter. A girl is dead. Tell me, did you get him that weapon? When the officer presses him, he tells him that the weapon was actually his. For this reason, the officers also arrest Ryan so that the rest of the investigation can be done by taking him to the police station. Who knows? Maybe this is also mixed with Jimmy. Here we see Eddie, who was extremely embarrassed because of his daughter. He comes to KD's murder spot, places a bouquet for KD there, and prays for his soul. In the next scene, we are shown that a psychiatrist has come here to find out the mental condition of Jamil. She also gives Jamil the sandwich she had brought with her, and starts talking to him about various things. After a long time passes like this, Jamie asks her, "Why are you not coming to the point?" Jimmy tells him, "I want to see your notes. I want to know what you write about me." The psychiatrist tells him that I can't show this to you. This is just for the judge, so that he can assess your mental condition. Fed up, Jimmy flies into a rage. He asks them, "Why don't you guys put me in jail once and for all? Why do you keep bothering me like this again and again?" So the psychiatrist told me that we do not have any proper place for you yet. This place is safe for you. He now got angry and stood up and said, "Does this place look safe? This is a torture center. I hear the sound of someone screaming and shouting here every minute." Jamie got more furious and dropped her cup of water. Hearing so much noise, a card comes from outside to see if everything is under control here or not. Psychic twist, lies for the time being that everything is fine here. Then she goes out, she relaxes a bit, and through the guard sees the CCTV footage of the time when Jamie had overreacted. She was trying to understand him through his body language. After this, she came to the room angrily and told Jamie, "I have not come here to take your confession. I just want to understand you. Okay, now whatever questions you ask, I will answer them properly." First of all, she asks Jamie that, "How is your dad's behavior with your mom?" He says that my dad has nothing to do with all this. Now the psychiatrist asks him, "Do any girls like you?" On this he gets angry and says that girls don't like me. In fact, they don't even like to come close to me, because I am ugly. The psychiatrist replies, "Oh, then how do you feel?" Jamie feels bad about this and says, "You shouldn't have asked me this question. You should have assured me that no, it is not like that. You are lovely. Say'n't you talk like normal people? Do you even know what it's like to be ugly?" Jamie says the other psychiatrist was better than you. At least he would have understood my point. Then the psychiatrist said that the judge needs the opinion of two people. Upon hearing this, Jamie became aggressive and stood up and started shouting again. Hearing the noise, a security guard comes in and asks Jamil to control himself. Seeing this, he asks the psychiatrist in an angry tone, "What is this? Are you a queen that your security guard would ask me to talk to you comfortably?" Now he started walking here and there in anger. Whereas now this psychiatrist too was very scared of him, that he might do something wrong to her. As soon as his anger cooled down, Jamie sat there. The psychiatrist resumes her session and tells Jimmy that in the last session, you said that no one in school liked you three friends. Kids used to bully all three of you. People would spit on you from the window and you would even be beaten. Is this true? Jamie says yes, it's true. She now asks Jamie, "You have posted many models on your INA. Do you like her? And you have also posted a picture of yours thinking that people will start liking you and girls will be attracted towards you." So Jamie flatly denied this. So now the psychiatrist came to him with some comments from his own Insta handle, which also included Katie's comments. In this comment, Katie was bullying Jamie, and it was liked by a lot of people. That means a lot of people were supporting Katie. The psychiatrist asked, "Did he do this only to you or to anyone else as well?" Jamie said, "He did it only to me because I look ugly." Then the psychiatrist asked, "So what did you tell him in response to all this?" Jamie said, "I know you are asking me this question because you have seen the video of Katie's murder. But you cannot make me reveal things like this. How sure are you that it is a boy visible there? That video can also be fake. I did not kill him. although I should have killed him. I talked about taking him out, but he started bullying me. If I wanted, I could have done anything that night, but I left him. After listening to everything, the psychiatrist leaves by giving only this much advice to Jamie, that Jamie, after this, you must join any mental health service you get. Before leaving, he asks the psychiatrist, "What do you think about me? How do you feel about me? Do you like me? Tell me. Okay, tell me, will you tell all these things to anyone else? Don't tell at all." He had become aggressive now. That is why the security guard started pulling him to his room, and while leaving he screamed and said, "Tell my dad. Please give it to me, I am absolutely fine here." After he leaves, the psychiatrist thinks what a strange boy he is. He has no remorse at all that he has murdered a girl. Well, now the scene is cut, and about 13 months have passed in the story. We are shown Jamie's family, who are still in the grief of what Jamie has done. It was Eddie's birthday today as well, but he wasn't happy at all. Eddie also receives many birthday wishes, including a greeting card from his dad, containing £5, and a greeting card from Jamie, in which he had drawn a sketch of his dad. Meanwhile, Eddie's daughter comes here and asks him, "Dad, someone has written nonce on our car." Hearing this, Eddie gets even more angry, and when he goes to wipe it off, he finds out that the paint was permanent. He couldn't go anywhere now with a car like that. That's why he immediately decides to take this car to the car center. He also takes his daughter and wife along with him, because he felt that if she remained alone at home, anyone could harass her. He also shouts at his neighbors and asks them whether they did all this, but everyone was replying in the negative. Now even the neighbors here did not treat him well. Meanwhile, two children pass by on bicycles, who asks Eddie, "Did you enjoy it, Non?" And Eddie gets very angry and realizes that this was the work of these two kids. Well, these people were now ready to leave. So Eddie asked one of his neighbors, "Can you see our house from the back? Rather, you should tell this duty to all your neighbors. Nowadays, it is your job to look after our house." Eddie throws all the blue paint over his car. While he was doing this, he also found the two boys outside who had written no on his car. Leaving everything aside, he catches hold of those boys and starts asking them, "Why did you do this?" The boy got nervous and said, "Sorry, I was just joking." Eddie said, "Is everything a joke to you? Is our family a joke? Your one action ruined our whole day." He was about to laugh, but Eddie slapped him and said, "If even a slight laugh comes out of your mouth, then I will deal with you in such a way that you will never remember it." When Eddie leaves him, the boy starts running away from there, and Eddie also picks up his bicycle and throws it after him. And when he came back to his car, the security guard started saying that because of painting, the place had become very dirty, and the security guard said, "Who will clean this place?" Eddie misbehaves with them too, and says, "I will give you the money. Get this place cleaned, and if you say even the slightest thing, then you too will not have a good outcome." Eddie's behavior was showing how Jimmy's one mistake had greatly affected his life and mental health. Now he used to get hyper over small things. When they go in the car, they get a call from the police station, and Jamie wants to wish Eddie. Eddie tells him, "I am glad you called, and I liked your card too. Can you tell me everything is okay there?" Jamie tells everyone's behavior with you, that everything is fine there, and do not worry about even the things which are bad. I am half of him now. I am thinking that I should give my confession now. There is silence in the van after hearing this. Jamie says once again, "I am sorry, Dad, but I will confess my crime now." Seeing the intense atmosphere, his mom interrupts him and asks him about his health, to which Jamie replies, "I thought I was just talking to my dad." Well, he talks to his mom and sister for a little while, and then cuts the phone. The whole atmosphere had changed into sadness. He kept crying even after coming. We see Eddie's wife going to the worried Eddie and consoling him. Look, Eddie James confessing his crime would be better for all of us. His life will also move forward, and we will also be able to move forward in life. You should also think that at least we know that Jamie is alive. The mother of the girl who was killed by Jamie can never meet him. Here both of them discuss that perhaps there was some shortcoming in their upbringing. After this, Daddy goes to Jamie's room and sees that Jamie had decorated this room with his own hands. But now he will not be able to use any of these things for the rest of his life. Thinking about this, he starts crying profusely